Hey friends, Burkus here. Welcome back to the Daily Burk, and today we are talking about how to reject an idea. You heard me right, reject an idea. Now, if you've listened to the Daily Burk in the past, or if you read my work like Myths of Creativity, etc., you know that I believe in that task-focused conflict makes ideas better. And so a lot of leaders' jobs is to push back on an idea, but not necessarily reject it outright. It's to ask questions like, what would have to be true for this idea to work, so that you and the person that suggested the idea can find a way to test the assumptions and test the validity of the idea before you decide whether or not to invest a bunch of time in it. But other times there really are. I mean, we say no idea is a bad idea, but some ideas are terrible. And there really are times where you have to reject an idea. And it's really important, I believe, not to reject the idea or reject the person, but as my friend Tim Sanders likes to point out, to reject the assumptions that are behind that idea. Just like when we say what would have to be true for this idea to work, we're testing those assumptions. I think when we're trying to reject an idea, when we need to pivot and move on or something like that, we need to call in a question. You could even use the what would have to be true, or you could say things like, I like your idea. I think the assumptions that you're making are this, and I'm not sure that those things are true. That not only gives the person recourse if their assumptions turn out to be true to come back to with the idea, but in most cases it points out to people that, yeah, I'm making a couple assumptions here that I don't really have data for. And that is, in my opinion, the single best way to reject an idea. Don't reject the idea itself, don't reject the person, reject the assumptions behind them, because the assumptions are what led that person astray. That person is probably smart, creative, and willing to work hard with you and for you for a long time. So we don't want to be putting them down, and we especially want to make sure that they don't feel like their idea is not welcomed. Don't question ideas, don't reject ideas, don't reject people. Reject the assumptions or question the assumptions behind their idea and invite them to question those assumptions as well. Thanks so much for watching this episode of the Daily Burk. Leave a comment below. Yeah, no idea is a bad idea, but some ideas are terrible. What have your experiences been with dealing with coworkers, colleagues, subordinates, etc., who have just had some pretty terrible ideas? Please don't tag them, by the way. Let's just keep this conversation between us, viewers of the Daily Burk. While you're leaving that comment, join the viewers of the Daily Burk. Make sure you're followed or subscribe to the show on whatever platform you're watching this on, because we post new episodes every single weekday designed to help you do your best work ever. And I want to make sure you don't miss a single one. Thanks again so much for watching the Daily Burk.